It's a shocking performance at Old Trafford, but at least the blue looks great. Hey, welcome back to Mackems Walk. We're talking this week about our. Fuck that up. That was just the worst performance of the season so far at Old Trafford, but at least the blue of the away kit looks good. Hope you're well. Welcome back to 20 minutes of Sunderland chat on another episode of Where Mackems Walk. This week our focus is Trai Hulme's time up in his position. Is it time for the Dutch lads, especially Gertruida? We're also asking these guys for their September Player of the Month, refereeing standards in the Premier League, where are we at with them, and we're carrying on with our A to Z of Sunderland AFC. Last week we put in the Academy and Sam Allardyce. Who gets in for the letter B this week? AI has suggested this fella. We'll get all our panel's view on that a little bit later on at the end of the video, so stay around for that. We've got Jamie and we've got Charlie and we've got Sean back with us, fresh back from Old Trafford. How are you, fellas? Jamie, is it fair to say that was the worst performance of the season so far? Was that worse than Burnley?
Um, I would probably say Burnley was worse. I think Burnley was somewhere where we expected to go and get something. Whereas I think Old Trafford, they aren't great at the moment, but it's still Old Trafford, and we are newly promoted Sunderland, so I don't think we should have expected a win. But current form, people are getting a bit excited. But no, I think Burnley was the worst one, to be totally honest.
Yeah, look, it's bad. It's okay to have a bad day in the office, isn't it, Sean? Everyone's gonna have them. No one's getting upset or any head losses, are they? Certainly not on this channel, anyway.
Yeah, I'm personally not like too like it was obviously it's Man United away. Like it's not like I wasn't as like I was expecting like a tough game, and they've got quality players, so it's not like. But some of the meltdown on like Twitter, especially like that's why I just don't go on Twitter after the games because it's so our fan base is just I'll see.
All right, we tried to keep some of the more level-headed ones here for you to discuss, if that's okay. Then SFH Freddy says our worst performance of the season, not helped by a blatantly biased referee. We'll come on to that more in a second. I never want to see Masako in a Sunderland shirt ever again. And yeah, here we go. We're going to get on to the Trai Hulme debate as well. Charlie, do you see their points of view?
What with the referee and Masawatu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the refereeing decisions that weren't going to swing the game, but there's the penalty, which is, I mean, it's not a penalty to be honest, but you've seen them given, and there's people saying if it was the other way around and it was a Manchester United penalty, then would they give it? I personally don't buy into that too much, but you never know. But the Bertrand Traore dive is just an absolute honker. And it is just another reason, like VAR rule, which I just find ridiculous because they've looked at it and they will have looked at it and they can quite clearly see it's not a dive, but they can't do anything about it, and that's just it. And Fernandez and Lannon's get away with it. We don't get a free kick on the edge of the box. It's just a ridiculous rule, but whatever. Just another VAR bit of ridiculousness. And Masawatu, I think's a bit harsh. He's getting 2v1 by Ahmad and Mbuemo for the first half an hour. I mean, come on. What's he supposed to
do? Okay. Jordan says one of Trey's worst performances in a Sunderland shirt. Not going to lie, I still love him though. Liam says, think it now might be the time to start the new Dutch lads next game. Few shouts for this, Jamie. Is Trai Hulme's... I mean, Regis has been loyal to him, like we've spoken about before. There's not many he's kept from last season, Trai being one of them, but are you worried his days might be numbered?
I think Gertruida will come in the team for somebody very soon. At the moment, once Ronaldo's back, I think Trai Hulme might be that person. Does look a little bit short, especially in possession. His passing has been a bit poor. The intensity, the kind of the tight spaces you got to try and play in. He is a little bit short in that department. Defensively, he'll do as well as he possibly can, and he's been okay defensively. But in possession, I think that's his biggest letdown. He does give the ball away quite often, and in this league, he can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, open this to all of you debate here. Mark says, personally, I think Trai will be out the starting 11 soon. He's been poor at Forest, or he was poor at Forest, sorry, and at fault the second goal today. Mukele's best position is right back, and I think Regis wants Ballard in the team. So, Sean, for you, where do you think we're going to end up? Well, all of you, where do you think we're going to end up with this back line, say as we head into December? What do you think Regis is looking at?
I think Gertruida over Hume, and then obviously like Alderete and Mukiele as a centre backs, like main centre backs, and then Ronaldo left back if he doesn't get sent off again. But no, and then obviously you've got Ballard as a backup, which is a brilliant backup. And then you've got like even Masawaka as a backup, and then like even Trai Hulme as a backup as well. And I think that's solid squad depth until January.
You agreed, Shirley?
I always think I'd be tempted to leave Hume in from a balance point of view. I think he's out of the lot who can play right back. He's definitely the best going forward, and he's good defensively. I do agree with what Jamie was saying. He's been a bit sloppy last couple of games. I mean, there was that one at Forest when he got tackled inside his own box, when everybody was just like, "What are you doing? Just clear the ball." But other than that, his passing's been a little bit like that. But there was a point in the middle of last season where it got like that, and he just played himself back into form, and he was fine again. He was one of our better players towards the end of the year. And I don't know. I think Gertruida will end up in the team at some stage, but I don't know where and I don't know who for. But he wouldn't have came here if he wasn't going to play. And from what I've seen people say, he's meant to be kind of good and like another level of what we've got. So I don't really see where at the minute.
Yeah, Jamie, there's lots of calls for it. This is another one. It's good he's been loyal to the lad and Trey, but it's now time for Gertruida. Where do you sit on that debate?
Personally, I think that tweet about it was Hume's fault. I think we had 4 men challenge for that first ball in the box to throw in, and all 4 centre halves have gone for it. I think Mukiele's glanced it on, and Hume, you can say it was his fault, but I wouldn't have blamed Hume particularly for that goal. But I think he might personally go to a back 3. I think he might play Ballard, Gertruida, and Alderete, and play Mukiele as a right wing back. I think when he went to the right side yesterday, he put in 2 or 3 really good crosses just from getting in advanced positions, and he's an athlete. Mukiele, I think Gertruida will come in, and if it's not, it has to be for Hume. I think there's nobody else. I don't think who it could be.
Any issues with Alderete? I mean, some fans were saying that he turned away and wanted to show face up to the ball. You don't turn away from the balls being struck. Sean?
I think that's I did notice that, but I think that's the only mistake he's made since being here. He's been solid, so I wouldn't really, not really too bothered about that.
Look Van Dijk for that Caicedo goal yesterday. That's what defenders do now. Like, just how it is.
Yeah,
it's always someone's fault.
Yeah. I laughed at this tweet. It just made me laugh at just the way it was put. Alderete turns sideways like a Messi. Even playing school footy, I used to take a ball to my face for my team. Weak, totally unavoidable. Boils my blood whenever I see this. Yet again, Mayenda. OMG. Yeah, we haven't mentioned Mayenda, Charlie, but yeah. Discuss.
I think that's a bit over the top. I think that's it. I mean, Alderete has been kind of hard as nails in the first 5 or 6 games of the season, like, so feels a bit harsh to be calling him a pussy, to be honest. But reactionary fan base, that's what we are.
Yeah. All good. Look, we're gonna forget this and move on, Jamie, aren't we? Anyway, to the after the international break, and just time really to maybe just assess things. Get a few players back as well, just niggling things that come at a good time. Do you think for Sunderland or not?
Yeah, regroup before a big game against Wolves at home. I think that's another one where the way things have been, we'll probably expect to win that game. But I've watched Wolves the past few games, and Wolves play good football. They've been probably unlucky on a few occasions. Again today, they could have probably won last late equaliser from Brighton, but Wolves are a decent side, and it'll not be easy. But I think going forward, we need to try, and I don't think Regis knows his best attacking unit yet, and there's no cohesion there at all. It's bitty, scruffy and scrappy, and we're going to have to start being more dangerous as an attacking threat. We can't just defend every game and hope for a kind of nick a goal here and there, because that'll not work. Eventually we'll get caught out and it'll catch up on us.
Okay. Brill. Right. Thanks for that. We'll obviously look forward to that Wolves game and talk about it in our next episode. Last week we started the A to Z of Sunderland. I'm just going to shout out for a couple of people. Thank you for those that have commented on last week. Robert McGregor pointed out that none of us discussed A had to be for Arca. No contest, a few of them saying that. And Gary, thank you, Gary, saying A was for Kevin Arnott. Great left midfielder for the lads as well. Yeah, I can't believe we left out Julio Arca last week in our conversations. But lots to digest. Yes, if you missed it last week, then we've opened the A to Z of Sunderland. Basically, one entry per letter. Just shows off the great history of this fantastic club. So who's B4 then? This week, I mean, we had that suggestion. Let's see if the lads can come up with any better. Sean, can you kick this off?
Ballard v Coventry. I think that's just that's the best moment I've witnessed at second at Stadium of Light anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. Still can't believe it happened.
Jamie.
I think I'm a bit older, so I've got to say Kevin Ball. Like nearly 400 games, player, captain, academy coach, first team coach, manager. Like he's just a total ambassador for the club. After moving from Portsmouth, he still lives in the area. I think he is like Mr. Sunderland.
Yeah, really good shout. Charlie, you got any more?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Kevin Ball, really, doesn't it? He's just kind of everything that the club's about. He's been involved just about everything to do with the club, still is now. Like, it's just got to be him. Although I do like the Ballard 90+1 shout, to be fair. But there's not. I couldn't really think of many more options. I mean, like Darren Bent, but not Darren Bent. Abdullah Bar,
Beach
player. Yeah, Beach Ball, Bent Beach Ball actually. But no, I think Kevin Ball's got to be the one.
Okay, no, not having Michael Bridges in there then, no.
No, he went to the Mags, didn't he?
Yeah,
Before my time.
Yeah. Okay, right then. Yes, Kevin Ball then it is that gets into our A to Z. We'll do C, of course, in 2 weeks' time after that Wolves game. Right, thank you very much, you three. Appreciate your company yet again. And if you've only just come across us, we'd absolutely love it if you could just drop us a quick like and subscribe there as we help to grow this channel, grow our family and grow our community. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the other side of this very annoying international break.